Hey folks, I'm out here again. Did a lot of scouting on the swamp behind me over here, but there is another swamp on the other side of the road here, so may have to play that one too, depending on which way the wind's going. So I'm gonna check that one out right now. You can see I got a trail camera I want to put out. I have it strapped on my neck. He just waited for me to carry that in. So I'm gonna go down there and see if I can find a spot that overlooks that small, it's a smaller swamp, but it's still not bad. And just in case, I come up here, you got to play the wind a lot when you're hunting. And being on the opposite side of the road, if I got a wind going that direction, blowing my scent across that means if I'm facing this way, then the wind will be blowing in my face across the swamp. So like I said, you got to play the wind as much as you can. And we'll see if there's any sign in there first, obviously, and then if there's any good spots to sit and observe, we'll check it out and I'll give you some more footage. Set my camera up right there. Get down to the swamp, right on the edge of it. It's a little high growth, but there's a few big trees. Got one right here. Plus the two-seater that my camera is on. Could possibly put a stand up in there. Oh, and over into this big pine right there. Overlook that down into it. There are some tracks I come across. Coming across a skidder trail going from left to right up there. You can see where the bright sun is. And there's tracks through there, and then there's random tracks coming in through here. But I'm just trying to find a secondary spot for the swamp across the road in case the wind's in the wrong direction. Don't want to drive all the way out here and not be able to hunt. It's not a huge swamp in here, but definitely a spot that some animals could be hiding in. Little oasis for them. Black flies are out, that's for sure. Well, got that one camera set up on that side of the road behind me. I'm gonna go back over here to this larger swamp and go a couple areas that I saw might be a good spot to put a camera in. Also close to a good tree that I can put a tree stand in, or I can get somebody else to help me put a tree stand in. But yeah, it's pretty thick stuff. Let me show you. Yeah, that's why I gotta walk through to get in there. So be a few minutes. I'll get you some more updated video once I get up in there where it opens up. And black flies are still out. Just got back from setting up that second camera. That swamp I showed you before. It was a lot more open than the other one, but I had to bring it into the swamp a little bit. And when I was doing that, one of my crutches, I had to go out there with my crutches, and my crutch tip got stuck in the mud when I pulled up the crutch. There was no more tip, so I had to sit in the wet grass and dig into the mud and get that tip back. So I forgot to do a video while I was out there because I was all discombobulated because my crutch tip got lost. And those are expensive. Crutch tips are like 20 bucks. So I got that out, got the camera set up. Got one more spot down here further I got to check out. Watching the same large swamp. The only problem is, not problem, but that's to get a different wind. I think down there is going to be the better place to put a stand than up here where I got this camera, because the wind just keeps coming from the north. northwest, and that blows straight across that swamp, and obviously you don't want to have your scent blowing across if you're watching the other side of it. So if I get down on this eastern side of it, I think I might be all right. If not, I can come over here where I put the first camera up and watch that area. This wind is naturally blowing this way already, so we'll see. You never know what the wind's gonna do day to day, especially during hunting season. Just gotta be prepared for a couple of spots. Hopefully I'll remember to film out here. Take a drive down there, and I'm not gonna rest. My hands and arms are sore from walking through that swampy stuff, and then the broken timbered woods. Crutches keep falling through because you got so much weight in a small surface area. You go right straight into the ground. A lot of places that normally with shoes on you wouldn't. So sort of getting a little feel from how a deer feels. That small surface area going with that much weight falls through a lot of spots you wouldn't think you would. But I'll get the next video in a minute. I'll show you what I got out there. Oh, there's a truck walking through here. It's a decent older tote roader than there. Say moose been thrashing stuff around. Not a bad area so far. The backside of the swamp's right in there, so I'm gonna try and find see there's a big spruce right in front of me there, and over here there's a big, looks like a white pine over there, close to that swamp. So I'm gonna check those trees out, see what's a decent tree for a ladder stand. I got some deer feces right there. Getting close to the end of that. Getting close to the edge of a swamp right there. It's a nice couple of pines right in there. A spruce and a white pine I can probably put a stand in. So almost there. I just gotta get past this mess right here. There's the edge of the swamp right there. Got a nice white pine right there. A couple more over there. It's got a lot of this garbage in the way. I'd have to come in here with my electric chainsaw, just cut a path. I've come through there already. But it's getting kind of messy through here. Just wanted to come through here to see if I could see any trees that were close to the edge of that swamp. There's plenty of them. Nice one there. Another decent one right here in this corner. We shall see. Just like I said, I'll have to get the electric saw and clear out a couple of these just so you can walk through. We'll see. Getting pretty gnarly in through here. Have to bring the saw. Got a little path, but definitely got some potential out here. It's a couple of decent white pines. Spruce are kind of small. A couple of, I see two white pines probably within 100 feet of each other that are black flies. They're pretty good. So just to make a little trail in here with my brother and see what we can do, and I'll have to figure out what kind of stand I want to purchase to put out here. But it looks good. I got a stand. I got a trail camera out here in this large swamp, and then across the road I got one at the edge of that thicker swamp out there. It's not as big, it's thicker, but you can look into it if you put it yourself in a tree stand. So we'll see. But we head back to the truck now and take a break. Hard on the hands and wrists, walking through this thick stuff with the crutches. And the black flies aren't helping. Heading out now. You can see there's a trail there. And there's a trail right there. And then obviously on over here where I came from. I'll head into the back side of the swamp over here. There's some potential. There's like a trail going off through there too. So we definitely got reason to put a stand up. Just thick mess in there. I'll be fixing that later on, I guess. Get my brother out here sometime with me. Pretty obvious sign of moose between that and branches all being thrashed around over here. Just came from this way into the back side of that swamp. Some good trails going straight off that way and down that way as well. Truck's back right over here. Be there in a minute. Yeah, it's good potential. Can't wait for fall. Getting warm out. Oh, supposed to be almost 80 degrees today. Feels like it's coming at mid 70s now already. Well, found some good spots out there. Good sign in the back part of that swamp too. Over there, there's plenty of scat and tracks. So I'm on the right track, as they say. There's a bunch of trails too. It's gonna merge all into one to go to that swamp. So that'll be a good spot to check out. Bring electric saw out there just to trim some of that downfall so I can walk through there a little bit easier. And show my brother, and then we'll figure out what kind of stand we want. Maybe a double stand for 2 people. That way him and his son can sit out there, Jameson too if they want to, or just get a single one just for lightweight to be able to get it up easy enough. Seeing how I can't do a lot of helping to get those things up, I try and make them at least as easy as I can for my brother to help get them up there. Maybe Jameson can help too. We'll see, but start heading home now. Appreciate y'all watching. And see you next time.